So my goal in this project was to make a simple, refined Flash animation, and I didn't really need to learn anything new. I just wanted to make a nice animation. So this is my opening scene of my Flash animation. It's just a simple video game sniper type thing. I've got a shot here, just have a little blood coming out, and then the recoil of the gun looking through the scope, and then the animation comes down and it says game over. I just used a simple classic tween here for the blood animation, and I had to make this red curtain that's blood come down. I made that into a symbol first, so then I could make it into a tween. Then in my second scene, it's just the guy playing the game at the desk. He's playing, and he sees he's got game over, and he notices that, and then I make a tween where I have him get smaller and rotate into the camera so it looks like he's been sucked into the game. That was what I wanted, and I did that by when I made this tween. I started with him just sitting in the chair, and then at the end, I used the free transform to make it small, and I made it rotate 6 times so it looked like it was spinning as it was going in. Now my third scene is after he's been sucked into the game and he runs through this Mario-like world. And I did this brick pattern, which doesn't look as great as I wanted to, but I used that by using this decoration tool and like the grid fill, and I can just do that and make it a brick filling. I just put that on those squares. And so what I did here was I made his body and his head a symbol, and then made that the tween that follows this line, jumps down the pipe. And while I had that being a symbol, I went in and drew in all the legs for him to be walking. I just copy and pasted the same pattern over and over again, and it came out alright. So as he was walking, I also had the coin being bumped out of there and falling down and rolling off the screen, just again with the tween. Now this scene was my Pac-Man scene, and I made just one long tween of the head rolling through the screen on just like heading through the map or whatever. I just made that one long tween, but as I did that, I had to take away the yellow dots, and so like every time he'd change directions, I'd add a black square in there and tween it so it grows, so the dots just look like they disappear, but really they're just covered up by the black rectangles. And so it gives the effect that it looks like it's being eaten, whatever. I think this scene came out nicely the way that those happened. Now the next scene is where he gets caught by the ghost, and I just made it so he comes to a dead end, and the ghost catches him, and you get the reoccurring game over, exactly the same way I made it in the first scene. And then my final scene is him sleeping at the desk. Just drew in some Z's, made him symbols, and had him used a tween to move him away slowly and smoothly. And then he wakes up, and I made the explosion of his head to kind of show mind was blown from dreaming he was in a video game. The explosion took a little bit of time to make it look smooth coming through there. I would have liked to put more detail in it, but it wasn't a big part of the movie, so it didn't take too much time. And then this the end symbol coming out, I just wrote the words out and made them a symbol and had them rotate out similar to the way I had things rotate the first time. So after my final scene is over, to add sound into it, I just took it and put it in iMovie. And then from there, I was able to just drop in some quick sound that I got online. It just dropped in just like that.